ready, adventurers. haven't got a menu, got stew and ale. Hey, you! Leave your axe at the door.
Okay, well, as we've already started the train, let's have everyone roll a d20. As last time, you showed up in the town of Sham, the farming section of the Tri-Town area,
I'll need to make this too.
and you decided to take a look around, try and find out where the tournament was taking place. and got some kind of unhelpful advice from a guard. So you decided to take it upon yourself to go in the direction of what you thought the tournament was. You found a at the edge of town. You found a very long line that was leading to one entrance of the tournament, and the other entrance was completely empty. You decided to skip the line and go towards the empty entrance. There you found a pretty surly individual that was the registrar for the tournament. After a bit of confusion of what was happening, you decided to finally sign up. You got a form, filled it out, filled in your name, age, origin, and who you represented. This is where you found a slightly glowing person who just showed up behind you. Didn't even make a sound, just was there. And since you heard that one of the events was 6 people, 6-person combat, you decided to invite this 6th person into your party. And after a little bit more confusion, you ended up gaining access to the tournament, where or the tournament grounds, where you stepped in and found a plethora of vendors who seem to be more there for saturation of entry people. They want to keep people separate, keep challengers away from each other for sleeping purposes, because they don't want any like saboteurs to happen while you're camping.
Now, who would do something like that?
So honestly, this is less for y'all and more for me not fucking your shit up. Just like having random stuff happen. But this also means that you can go around and have any last minute purchases. If you want potions, if you want spell scrolls, spell stones, spell gems, or any kind of upgrades, this is where you do it right before the tournament starts. Unfortunately, the prices are all marked up because they want to take advantage of this being your last chance of upgrading your equipment. So, after you spent some time looking for a spot to stay, you found a little bit of entertainment to do, or some allies on the public side. Found a couple of the opposing combatants, and finally found a place to sleep, a camping spot. We ended the night before, the day before the tournament starts, where you settled in, and the ominous music, or I guess the jaunty music, that was coming from essentially nowhere, just heard above, faded away as the night came. Vendors started closing up shop, ensuring that the challengers here would have a restful night's sleep to prepare for the tournament. So, we will begin on the next day. If you have any spells that you used up, your spell slots are back. You're back to full health. You get half your hit die back.
Bad joke, damage is gone.
Yes, you've taken your long rest. Plenty of time to hear about that later. So, let's hear some interesting facts from some people. even though we have 2 1s, I'll allow the person who is super prepared to go second. So, Ashe, what is a random fact about your character?
But I got a 1.
Yeah, 1s are always first.
I am still kind of determining how to describe it, but essentially, from what she can remember, like she has family, but she doesn't really know where they are. She just remembers like ending up with the what are they called? The priestesses or the other clerics at the temple, and learning to heal and stuff like that. She knows she has some, but she doesn't know where they are, because the last place that she knew they are not there. So
All right. Next is Metal Skin or Cahoon.
Sorry. As determined from last time, I guess I decided that he would be from the what did I say? Did I say the ice? What's it called? Ice? Where are they at? Ice Rim Mountains, and that's the farthest. And I don't know if it's actually the farthest, but on the map of Faerun, it's the most northeastern group of mountains, the most remote. And the first time he came in contact with the Emerald Enclave was in a forest near near one of the main cities, down from a path from the mountain. I'm Milmar, whatever it's how it's pronounced, along the Lake Ashanti or Lake Ashane. So.
You found a rupee.
No,
Okay.
that's my text message thing. Margaret is going to cook our burgers for us.
You found another rupee.
Let me turn this down. I normally have it just on silent already, just like 90% of the time, so I don't really hear it that much.
That's all.
Okay. Next up is Aja.
Okay. So let's see. A fact about Aja. She prefers camping over staying in hotels and inns. Like, she's more comfortable outside. So being able to like camp in this little area is kind of nice instead of having to like, and especially because we don't have to pay for it and we have access to all of the amenities. It's pretty cool. So she's really having fun with this. This is her cup of tea. Inns are fine, like they're fine. Inns and hotels are fine. It's just, you know, like you have to pay for it and you're not always guaranteed quality. Like, oh, it'll be 5 gold for the night. Okay, and then you have to pay for food and it's not always the cleanest establishment. Sometimes it's like there's just service sucks, you know. She just much prefers having more control over where she stays, and she gets that with camping.
And she assures quality food because she can gather it herself.
Yes. It helps having a friend who has a cheese board as well, so there's more options to play around with
the
cooking.
box.
A cheese box.
What are these tubers you brought me? This isn't meat. You call it potato? No. I have slab of steak.
Do you like cheese?
She's fine with it. She can't eat too much of it because it'll give her, stomach problems. I'm pretty sure elves are lactose intolerant.
God, I would think they would be. I don't know why, but I do.
Yeah, right? Like, it feels like elves would be lactose intolerant.
Why?
Wait a minute,
don't
is that
know.
racist? I think that might be racist.
Is that racist?
Racist against a fantasy race.
Right, still, but
I want to be this little chub cat over here.
You're gonna be
This is
a cat.
this is me.
I think
cat.
that's racist. Treating like Tabaxi as like, oh, here, buddy, you want a treat? You want a treat? Come here.
This might be a fact for later time, and you don't have to answer right now. What's Aja's favorite way of cooking meat? Like, what is her rarity?
Ooh, her favorite way of cooking meat is definitely on a spit, roasting over a fire. It takes hours, and you have to like constantly be rubbing it, like the seasoning in, and like, you know, just adding more sauce to it. But it's so good. Like a roasted, just a roasted pork, a fire roasted pork is just the best thing.
okay.
Dark on the outside, tender on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Got
get a
that.
nice char on the outside.
You gotta have that crispiness. You gotta have that nice crispiness to go with the nice, soft, savory. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Loki, what is your fact?
I really enjoy that that egg and cheese pie thing that I think they call it quickie.
Quickie.
Quiche?
A quiche?
It's supposed to
You
go
put it
fast, so it's called a
Well,
quick.
you put it between two pieces of
I
bread.
have
it's
a hard time
squish.
saying that because we don't have that
Oh.
consonant in Finnish.
Egg tart.
Quickie. Okay. Anyway, no, actually, I have something else. It's about, see, my brother got archery lessons, and my family didn't want to pay for archery lessons for me also. So that's why I took up axe throwing, and I practice daily with my axe. I taught myself, and anyway, that's where the axes come from.
Oh. So you're better with an axe than a bow?
Yeah.
Alright. Ponderance. What is your fact?
During a long rest, Ponderance has never snored.
It's like one of
Oh,
those
yeah.
things where you're not aware of it until you hear it, and you're like, oh, I see.
That's a weird thing to say because how would you know? Does somebody
would
tell
think
you?
people
But
would tell you.
Does Ponderance have to share this, or is this just
no,
me sharing
this
about
is your
Ponderance?
this player talking about character.
I don't think you know until you share a bed with someone. Or sleep in
but
proximity.
like they would have to spend every day with you and notice it. Be like, hey, do you notice that you don't snore?
Oh my gosh. No, you only have to sleep. You only have to lay next to one person who's sleeping to find out if they're snoring or not. Like,
Right, but like
Some people, you could be in the
when-
next room.
when somebody snores, you're like, oh, you mentioned it. Oh, you snored. But like if they don't, then why would they mention it? Because it's not really noticeable. It's just sleep.
Like,
True.
I'm not criticizing this fact. I think it's amazing that Ponderance knows that he never snores.
Well, but you're also talking to someone who's transcended their body.
yeah.
Mhm.
So every time he goes to sleep, he's going back to his home. Like, so it could be like astral self.
oh, so he himself, like in this area, in this plane of existence, doesn't snore because it's more like a projection.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got the hidden meaning behind the fun fact. Congratulations.
Yeah, we
But
found
the characters
Easter
don't know
egg.
this. The characters have not
No,
spent
yeah.
one night with him yet, so this is just
Actually, this does
Fun
bring up
fact.
an
Brennan's like, thanks for helping me write the lore.
Well, it's actually, I hadn't thought about it. I just didn't expect you guys to parse it apart.
I just think it's really
spitballing that whole
interesting
fun
how
fact.
somebody might know that they never snore.
Yeah.
But
He's
it
really
would be
self-conscious about
possible.
it, so he actually he recorded himself a few times.
He's like, I need to do a sleep study.
I've never been
Please,
caught
On
God,
snoring.
myself.
I would never.
This does bring an interesting question in that, like, when we're camping, like taking a long rest, does everyone have their own tents? Or are we just like get as many people in a tent as possible? Or like when a party member casts the hut, Leomund's tiny hut, are we just sharing this open space?
Yep, we're entirely fully nude, cuddling.
Well, I don't know about that.
You know what I mean, though? Like when you go camping in real life, you like have your own tent, your own space, but we've never really discussed like are people putting up their own tents? Do people have their own tents, or are they just like sleeping outside, or are they sharing tents?
We have bedrolls.
We have bedrolls and we just all sleep
We have
outside.
damn
Can-
bedrolls.
Can bugs pass into the tiny hut?
No.
only
We're
willing,
not-
only
Essentially
allowed
nothing
creatures.
can.
Imagine if like enough bugs came in to where it overpopulated the limit and just obliterated the hut.
Yeah. Too many bugs.
You have the 6 of you and 5 bugs, and it explodes.
That would suck.
It would
That becomes
basically
a-
do that every time.
Yeah, it basically becomes a mini game of try and squash the bugs.
All right, who's got the
Because there's
mosquito?
bugs, like as soon as you create it, right? Like if there's like bugs in that
Yeah,
area,
on
you
the
just
ground.
create.
It goes whoop, pop.
Yeah,
It
And then
becomes
it's like
missile
already
defense.
It's already got 6 bugs in that area where it was cast that are now inhabiting it. Then you try and go in it, and
You have to
It
you cast
explodes.
you cast fireball and then run really quickly to the charred ground and
anyways,
All right,
just a thought.
Sheila.
Anyways.
Sheila.
Yeah, what's your
Um,
random fact?
She always includes bug spray when she casts Tiny Hut.
Oh, great!
Um,
Well prepared.
Yeah.
bring in the
Sheila-
DDT to D&D.
No
Uh,
thanks.
The more you're around her, the more you realize that what appears to be fake horns on her head that she is covered with paint and glitter that kind of chips off and peels are actually real horns under there. But most people don't think so. Most people think it's an affectation or a hat, or they don't. And she keeps her tail. She tucks. The tail. She tucks, and so most people don't see it. But you've been around her probably enough. The other players have been around her to realize, that she's got that tail going on.
Does she also always wear shoes, and nobody's actually seen her feet? Or
Yeah, she always wears shoes. Has real cute shoes. So she does her best to affect the appearance of a tiefling, and it's kind of her shtick and her gig, and she never knows where she's going to be, if it's going to be an accepted thing or not. So she has this affectation. It's fine to be an entertainer and look any way you want. So, yeah.
She got a
That's
bag of
just something
holding
she
for
does.
just shoes.
Yeah, just for shoes.
And it's full.
She doesn't have a bag of holding. She just counts on everybody else to hold her stuff.
She's just so good at performing that, like, people see the tail or the horns, they're like, oh, she likes to dress up. She's into cosplay.
yeah, she's just
That's all it
cosplay.
is. Yep.
More secret tieflings.
Yeah.
What did you
Tieflings-
call them last time? You called them closet tieflings?
Yeah, closet tieflings.
Closet tieflings. It fits. It fits.
Okay, so you've had your night's rest. I don't know if anyone was awake, possibly one of the elves, but you noticed that Ponderance didn't snore. It's not really a thing that comes to mind, but it's like, oh, okay.
I enjoy
Whatever.
the silence.
I wouldn't have noticed I was asleep.
Snoring.
Yeah, you couldn't hear all my not
Probably.
the snore.
And Ponderance, in his sleep, noticed the people who do snore. So he's got one up on you there. But so this next day, this is the last day before the tournament starts. You have the day to get ready, purchase any final wares, any exploring you want to do. If you want to talk to people, if you want to look at the public side, it's up to you. You have a day. So, is anyone? Should I go back to the order we had before, where on the D20s, or does somebody want to go first?
If, well, I had a couple different ideas. I mean, number one, I don't want to. I'm not going out shopping. I already spent my gold. Did my thing yesterday. But I will go explore out in the town. And I'm also looking for any opportunity where there's a place that I could practice my axes.
Okay.
A dead tree, I can, use something. So I'll keep my eyes open for that as I go about my day.
Okay, so I was talking to somebody else before, and they had a similar idea. If you wake up and then have your food, have your breakfast, not sure if you want to actually have quality food or rations, but you go and looking for any kind of practice area. You find yourself at the entrance to the arena. This side is where you enter for getting ready to go out and have your contests. And you notice that just outside the gate to enter the waiting area is some training dummies. These wooden figures, they have a bag as a chest filled with straw. The wood is behind it, so you get a nice solid hit. They have little heads on them and stick arms that are out.
Got it.
And you can practice your axe throwing here.
Okay. Cool. I've seen that. I'll probably come back to that later.
Okay.
Is the can I walk into the stadium?
There is a there is a person standing watch at the gates of the arena, so you can go out and talk to them. The gates themselves are closed.
Are closed. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother trying. All right then, no problem. All right, I'm just gonna. It's everybody else is awake and still there.
Yep.
I'm just gonna put. Anybody else want to go into town?
Yes, I do.
All right.
So you want
Anyone
to go?
else?
I will go as well.
Sure. Ponderance is down.
This
Well,
is
I
you
guess
wanting to go to
I
the
have
town of Shamph, not the public side, right?
Sorry, what?
So you're saying you want to go into town. You want to go into the town of Shamph, or you want to explore the public side of the tournament grounds?
Okay, so we're talking about 3 different places.
You are currently
got
in the
The tournament
champion.
grounds. You've got the okay,
so,
an area that's still the tournament grounds, but it's public.
yes,
And then you've got the town.
yes.
Okay.
The tournament grounds are just outside the town of Shamph. And the tournament grounds have the champions area, which you're in right now, the public area, which
Right, but the good food, that's out in the town.
no, that's in the public area.
area.
Yeah, they are trying to make it so people are having an enjoyable time. People are getting their entry fees worth of stuff while they wait for the tournament to start. So there's like entertainment and food and places to stay on the public side.
Okay.
There wasn't much going on in the town yesterday.
Ah, well, let's check out the public side. That's where all the people traveling for the tournament would be, right? Right. Of course I'm right.
Okay. Sheila and Ashe and Metalskin have already explored that town side a little bit already. Ashe, did you say that you wanted to join them?
Ash doesn't want to wander around by herself, so if everybody is going, then she will join them.
Okay. And Ponderance, you said you wanted to go with them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So far it's Loki, Sheila, and Ponderance going to that side. What is Metalskin and Aja doing?
Aja still wants to check out more of the competition. And if I understand right, you're saying that we don't have access to the tournament grounds yet?
Well, the whole thing is the tournament grounds. The arena is I would suspect that you and Loki explored this part since you are so interested in this. You did see someone standing at the entrance to the gate to the arena, but no one spoke to the person.
Is that like where the archery competition is going to be?
The arena, yes.
I see. Okay. I guess I'll go with the rest of the group.
Okay.
I'll go. I'll say that everyone else is leaving, and I'll just stay with Asha. See where she's going.
Okay.
What she wants to do.
Everyone is heading to the public side, yes?
Yes.
Anyone
Well-
say no?
Mhm.
I will follow them.
Okay. The three of you who have already been there will lead you, the rest to the mini portal, the shimmering light that was the barrier between the public side and the champion side. As each of you walk through, you will feel that little tingle where you have placed the VIP badge, and you will enter the public side. The three of you who haven't been here before notice that it is much more festive and lively on this side. There are just people running around. There's an open square where people are dancing to the music on that's playing overhead. People eating. There are several like smaller shops. There are like games. So you kind of think of this as like a carnival kind of thing, a fair, where there's just a lot of stuff to do to entertain the people while they're waiting. Where
Are there carnival booths?
Yeah.
Ah, what kind of carnival booths do I see?
Well, you see, little imitations of what the events are here. You see, like, a mini archery range where people with like bows with the blunt tips can try their skills. You see, like throw the rock through the
Hoop.
I was thinking of a specific monster. Throw the rock into the rock eater's mouth, and fish for swarmers or kippers. Just like various things, little things that have prizes that are like win a mini owlbear plushie, or
Yeah, I want to win a mini owlbear plushie.
a little mimic chest. You can store your little trinkets inside. Okay. So what kind of fair game do you want to play?
It's something where the object is to throw something at a target.
Okay.
Something fit the bill?
Okay, so there's one that is strike, hit the target, and like a dunk tank where you dunk someone, but it's dunk them into Kuatoa infested waters. And you see like little puppet fish people like swimming around in this tank, and people are having a go at trying to dunk them in there. So yeah, make an athletics
Dunking.
or an acrobatics if you want.
All right. Dunk tank wasn't quite what I had in mind, but so you said what are acrobatics or
Athletics.
okay, athletics it is.
Damn, that's really good. So first time you hit it, the person gets dunked into the water, and the little puppet Kuatoa like start swimming towards it and like start batting it very lightly. and everyone cheers when you have your thing, and you get a little observer plushie, like it's like the size of a golf ball. It's got little eye stalks on it.
Yeah, no, I want an owl bear.
Again.
Okay, I'll do it again. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. So person gets up out of the water, and instantly, before they have even a chance to sit down, they get dunked in again, and you exchange your observer little plush ball for,
Right.
I guess it'd be like a koosh ball, for like a little Drider action figure. So it's like a spider with a person for a head.
No, how much for the owl bear?
Oh, you want big dunk.
Badunk.
Big dunk.
Big dunk. What's big dunk?
He just says again.
All right, I'm gonna go again.
All right.
Oh.
You kind of winded from the first two throws, and you hit it as the person's sitting down, and it just kind of like hits it, and it doesn't trigger the trapdoor to go, and everyone around you's like, oh.
All right. This time, for real.
I'm going to go up to him, and I'm going to say that
Yep.
you got this, and give you guidance or something. Hold on.
You have
Eventually,
guidance?
I have guidance.
Okay.
When you do that, the person who is watching over the fair game kind of grimaces at you, like, yeah, he knows what you're doing.
Oh.
So this is a verbal spell, so they know that you're casting a spell because you say the magic words. But yeah, so make your next throw.
All right.
Then I cast Hold Person.
And
Should I roll a d6 and that? No, that's a d4.
Yes.
And add that. Yeah, I don't know if that'll even be enough.
Okay.
Well, I got the 4 out of it.
So you hit it again and manage to dunk the person. And the little Kuatoa things start like coming out of the water and like splashing and up outside. And you exchange your little Drider action figure for a purple worm fuzzy plush. It's like a foot
Aw.
long.
Okay. Fuzzy worm is good. All right. Anybody else want to play? No? And I say to Metalskin, thank you, friend. Say, I've been getting tired. Can you think you can carry this for a while? And I indicate the sword.
To whom?
To me.
To Metalskin.
Okay.
Because I can't say Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I go to hand it to you.
Okay.
All right, it's yours now.
All right, so he gives you the sword.
Okie
You now have a magic sword instead of your non-magical weapon.
Well, that assumes if he uses it, but
Yeah, good.
we were just carrying it.
Is it
No one's used it yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I will holster it.
But yeah, you can carry it for a while.
I will. Okay. I will. Does it have a strap or how is it?
It does not have a strap.
All right, then
Strap it yourself.
I will tuck it into my pants.
that's as one
Okay.
does.
Place it next to the larger sword. Okay, so
Thank you.
what would everyone like to do next?
Well, I'm definitely gonna step back if Metal Skin ever says, "Wait a minute till I can whip this out."
Yes. You need to give me like 1 minute, please. Thank you.
Sheila wants to see if she can find like an inn, where people congregate.
A bar?
A
Well,
bar.
people are congregating everywhere. Like, there's a lot of people everywhere. This is crowded. It seems like this is a
Yeah.
very popular tournament that's gonna happen. So if
Is there
you
a
want,
beer garden?
uh,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
a either garden.
Ooh, a mead garden?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff here. Yesterday you performed at the town square, and you got a little bit of money out of that. So, yeah, there are pop-up inns, but they aren't really for entertainment like they would be in a town. They're just for housing people. But if you want to go to a pop-up tavern or a beer garden or just go out in the public areas.
Okay. Well, my point is, I would like to, get information from people, see what kind of who the favorites are. Oh, let's see if there's some sort of betting pool going on. There's going to be somebody betting on this here competition coming up. We should find out what the odds are. If anybody knows, who's putting bets on us.
I
That's
don't think
that's
anyone
what I
even
wanna
knows
know.
our name, but yes.
Somebody's betting around here. I know how things work. We should just see if we can talk to people and try to find out that information.
Yeah.
Might help us know who else is competing as well. That's a good plan.
Yes, let's see if there's favorites. There's got to be like a bulletin board somewhere where they've got the favorites up there and that sort of thing. That's what I want to look for.
Thank you. Well, that's what I was trying to do the other day when I was looking for fan favorites, but he said there was no one.
Oh, come on now. There's got to be somebody betting on this. These are people, after all. Human nature.
Maybe they do live bets. Like the
Technically, they're
betting
not
doesn't
all
start
humans.
until the tournament starts.
I mean, you say it's human nature, but I mean, you look at me, I am not human.
It's just a manner of speaking.
Okay, so you want to look for where you can place bets?
Yeah, see, just, Yeah, see if there's a place where people are wagering.
Okay. Whoever wants to can roll investigation.
Very good. I think I did this before and I did that. Better.
All right. So, Sheila, last time you were here, you got a little bit of feel for the crowd and the vendors and whatnot. So you know that like there's a like a more family friendly area and like a little bit more underground adult area for people who are older, and so you go to that area. There's a lot more drinking happening here. The games are a little bit more advanced, harder to do. You do manage to find a little hut that has like a little bit of gambling, I guess, involved in it. But outside there is a gnome that is waving people in.
Just waving people in, eh? I tell the
yes.
rest of the party, this might be the place. See if we can go in there and see who, kind of check out the competition and see what kind of odds they have.
Okay, so you approach.
Yes, I do.
Okay. As you approach, you notice that the gnome makes a very specific glance at you and the rest of the party. And he says, "No, sorry, you can't come in. Champions aren't allowed to bet against or for themselves."
Who's to say we're going to do all the betting?
We just want to see
That's
who the
what-
favorites are. You got a list somewhere?
That's what this place is for. Sorry, you can't come in.
Well, I understand that, but do you have a list somewhere that, kind of tells the people who the favorites are?
Well,
Who's
yeah,
the
they're
favorite for this thing?
inside, but you can't go in.
Can I try to be persuasive?
Yeah. You can roll persuasion, intimidation, deception, any of those if you want.
I will just say that, what if you have someone go in and watch us? We just want to see what it all's about. Fuck me life.
Well, I understand that you want to, but you literally can't go in. If you have a champion's bag, you are not allowed in.
What if I take it off?
You don't want to take it off.
But what if I was to do it?
You would lose your champion right. You'd not be able to compete in the tournament.
Even if I took it off for a minute?
Yes.
So someone's kind
That
of
doesn't
scary.
seem to be worth it.
If you're looking for information, I mean, what are you looking for? You don't have to be all secretive about it. This is not a secret thing. What's going on? Are you looking for
I just
something?
want to know, who's the town favorite?
Well, the town, they're a neutral party. They're supporting the tournament itself. It's bringing
You
in a
know
lot
what
of
I mean?
revenue. I understand, yes, but if you want to find
You
out,
ask us not to be very secretive, and I give an answer, and then you be very pedantic. I don't appreciate it.
okay, well, you don't have to stick around if you don't want. I'm just trying to give you information.
So tell me then,
What's up?
how do we find out about the other people that is competing?
Well, you could go and ask yourselves. They're all on the other side.
Right, but is there like a list somewhere? Or the people
They're
that have maybe won before, past champions competing again?
They're not all on the other side. We are here.
All right, you got me there.
Right, pedantics with pedantics. I love it.
Well, like, you're free to talk to each other, if you find any other champions, but unfortunately, you're not allowed inside here.
I understand. But you were telling us before there was something else we could do if we wanted information.
Yeah, I'm willing to give you information.
Ah,
What do you need?
well, how many people are competing today or tomorrow?
Well, we still got a couple people trickling in, little late stragglers. So far it's, about 2 dozen.
All right. Well, there's some information for you. And, are there people who have won before who are competing again?
No, these are all new people. This is a brand new roster.
Interesting. So you don't have any returning champion.
Not so far, but the, registry doesn't end until tonight. So somebody might come in.
Ah. All right. Well, we're just so new to this. Pardon for all the questions, but we're just, very new to this and just don't have any information at all. We're just kind of decided to do this on a whim. You understand?
Oh, it's totally fine. Like I said, everyone else is new. Everyone's trying to learn their way in. But if you need anything, just feel free to ask any of the workers here. They know most things, and nobody knows everything. But,
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Anyone else got questions?
What about this Baron fellow? Has anybody ever seen him? Does he come and watch the tournaments?
Well, he's the Baron of the Tri-Town area, so he does. I mean, a lot of people say.
I mean,
as for the tournament,
he hosts it, but
as for the tournament himself, yeah, he likes to be here and watch, see what's going on. Wants to see who proves themselves to be worthy of a dinner with him and his wife.
I'm sure.
The prize worse this year than normal? I don't understand why previous champions wouldn't come back to win such a large pool.
Now that is a good point.
Well, I'm sure you know, but the whole mind wipe thing has us all struggling to get back into where we are, and it's possible that somebody was on the other side of the country and completely forgot about it until very recently.
It's possible that the
That's
returning
why there might be
champion
some late
isn't a
stragglers
champion.
coming in.
That is true.
Let's see.
Is there somewhere I can buy meats or food that goes well with cheese?
Bakery,
yeah,
perhaps?
the market. I mean, the public market is definitely where to be. I know that you've seen on the other side; it's pretty bland, but there's a lot of great food on this side. Just look around; you'll find the market pretty easily. Is there anything else I can help you with?
We can't even find out what the odds are or anything. It's interesting that all these new competitors, how do you even set the odds?
Well, it's pretty sporadic at the start. We normally get the where their origin is from. If they have a high strength from where they're from or who they're representing. Maybe a faction is pretty strong. That's how we best set the odds. But until after the first couple events, we don't really know how to set the probability.
See.
Are you from a certain area? Do you believe that you can do well based on where you're from? I don't know much about you.
Well, looking at the type of, I don't know that I have any particular skills based on my origin that would help in your particular situation, and I'm just interested to see how I do. You know, some of my other friends might have more particular skills.
Well, you're here so you can show off.
There we go.
However that might be, however manner you might do so.
I'm sorry, I'm still learning everyone's names, so forgive me. Was it Sheila that was concerned with the list, the odds?
Well, that's what I was. Yes, I was thinking that might be an interesting thing, but it looks like that is not so. See.
I want to have Ponderance turn and look out to the crowd around, and using my Kalishtar feature, suggest to Sheila mentally that we ask someone to go in and look on our behalf.
Okay. Oh, there we go. That's a very good idea. Oh, did I say that out loud?
We should
All
go
right.
find the markets.
All right.
Well,
I need
good
something
luck to ya.
eat with my cheese.
All right.
And going forward, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Oh, well, thank you. That was an
Thank you.
interesting phrase.
We wouldn't know.
Okay, so does Ponderance and Sheila want to persuade someone to check it out?
Yes, I would like to find a likely-looking individual, perhaps visit with them a moment, and see if they could check this out for us. Someone that looks like they're, honest enough, but slightly shady.
Well, you are in the adult area.
I will hitch up my skirts and adjust my cleavage and try to find somebody that's sweet,
Okay.
Just strike up a conversation. What a lovely day! Isn't this a lovely fair? And day to day, are you here for the,
So
And that's the thing.
you kind of scout out the area. Make an insight roll.
May I do that as well?
Yep, Ponderance and Sheila, since
Wisdom
you're the
is
ones
not
who
my
know.
suit. Wisdom is definitely not my suit.
Okay, so you both spy a tipsy-looking dragonborn, like a
All right.
light blue, that is heading towards the gambling hut.
Well, I'm going to turn on my charm and strike up a conversation.
While you're turning up your charm and adjusting yourself, Ponderance looks over. Here, this might help. I give you a few gold coins, in case you need it.
All right, thank you.
I will lean over to Ponderance and I will say, "That is quite a lot of money. I don't know if you are aware."
Well, do you have change?
I do. I haven't changed.
I'm just saying
what did it give me?
could. I'm just saying you could probably pay most people's wages for 2 months. Not that much money.
What did he give me? I didn't hear. What did he give me?
You, what they call the shitload.
I said 3 gold pieces.
Oh, 3 gold pieces. Well, just give me one, hon. Just give me one. And yes, I'll give you some silver back here.
Well, my
Just give me
apologies.
1 gold piece, and yeah, just
I
one.
mean, you
That'll
would be
do it.
very
And that'll make-
persuasive. That is true.
And I'm gonna tell him to put a bet down for us on a few silver pieces. But most of it, we're just asking him for information. Give him a little money to put a bet,
Exactly, because we're in such a hurry. Ponderance gives you a
Yes.
little wink.
Yes. All right. So I visit with the man and see if he's amenable. Just friendly conversation.
Meanwhile, Ash is looking for the food vendors.
Aja is as well. Aja is like looking for like a sandwich place and a mead place, and just gonna walk around eating a sandwich and drinking something.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be like 10 copper from Aja.
Done.
And it's not a terrible sandwich either. It's pretty good.
Does it need some cheese?
Well, it came with cheese, but it could always use cheese. So Sheila is you're the only one that is approaching this person, this dragonborn.
Well, my friend's behind me. Just
Yeah, I'll be standing there and using my mind
He's the only
link to
guy.
let Sheila talk back to me silently.
yeah. I will act like he just doesn't speak the language.
Okay, so
what a lovely day, and you look like you're having a wonderful time.
you step in front of the dragonborn as he's making his way towards the gambling hut, and he kind of like sees you at last minute and stops. Sorry, ma'am. Just on my way past you. If I could scoot by and.
No problem at all. I was just going to say it's so lovely to see another dragonborn here. I'm dragonborn on my mama's side. I don't look like it, but it's back in the genealogy there. I was just over there at that hut, and I was just very interested to hear all about the wagering that they have available. And I just don't really have time to get inside. I was wondering if I could give you a little bit of money that and you could place a bet for me, and just let me know what kind of bets I could make later.
Well, slow down. That's a lot coming in. You said you don't have time to go in?
Well, they're funny. They're funny about women coming in and placing bets, and I don't know. I think they're worried
That's
that I'm
very
going to
rude.
distract.
I tug on Sheila's outfit as though to rush Sheila.
Yeah. See, and my friend, he needs to get his drink on. You know how it is. So,
All right.
maybe you could meet us up at the tavern and let us know what kind of bets we could be smart for us to make. It'd be just wonderful to get that information.
Can I do an insight check on that man?
Well, I mean, hold on. There's a lot going on. So how much silver are you giving this person?
Well,
Or are you giving them a whole gold?
I'm going to give him a gold.
1 gold. Okay.
Yeah. And I have more money if you can, let me know if there's a really good bet that you could but I'd be glad to split any winnings with you.
Okay. Have you rolled deception?
Alrighty. I really would split the winnings if we did win anything.
That's a really good deception. Okay. He kind of looks at you weird and holds the gold, and he's like, that's really weird that this happened, but I guess I could kind of do that. Who are you betting on?
Well, I'm not even sure. You tell me. I'll tell you what. You make a bet that you think looks good to you, and then come meet me in the bar and tell me all about the kind of people that are, competing and who might be a really good person to bet on.
I think you could just bet on the person who has the best odds and then let us know. We'll meet you around here and now.
I'm not
Well, that
exactly
sounds
the
like a good
best at making good judgment right now. That's kind of why I'm going to the gambling hut. It's kind of fun for me, but it's not a good thing for you to
Well, you know how to. They tell probably when you go inside, they tell you who has the best odds,
Okay. All right.
and then just
Yeah.
let us know.
He's kind of unsure about all of this all at once. What was your insight for?
What was my insight
Cahoon.
for?
Metal Skin wanted to make an insight roll.
Just the guy in general. Like, I don't know, just if I can just see what he's thinking, maybe.
Well, you don't have to make an insight roll. You can see that he's very confused. His drunken state, not drunk, he's not drunk, he's tipsy. But his tipsy state kind of like makes him think that something's odd happening. But he believes, like, you can see that he like actually believes Sheila's being honest. And since the three of you are hanging out next to this person and trying to get a little bit of information on your side, I want you to roll either a sleight of hand or a stealth to see if you are not being spotted by the gnome that is right outside the game.
Alright, so all of us have to roll that?
Either a stealth or a sleight of hand.
Alright. I'm gonna try stealth.
Whomever, I don't know if Loki is there.
No.
No.
Well, I mean, I'm nearby, but I'm not paying any attention to what they're doing.
Right.
Same.
Looking at the stalls around the area.
So
Yeah, I'm probably like 10 or 15 feet away, just kind of watching whatever this is unfold.
Okay. Ponderance, make a stealth or a sleight of hand. Okay. So you kind of blend in with the crowd pretty well. You look back and kind of glance, quickly, not to draw any attention, but you glance over at the gambling hut, and the gnome seems to be just waving people in, trying to make sure that anyone who has a certain badge is not going to be able to get in. So you don't see. They don't seem to see you. But the Dragonborn's. Oh, okay. So can you relay all that information to me again? What do you want me to do exactly?
All right, this is simple. I'm gonna give you this gold, and you go in and you find out who has the best odds to win, and then you can place that bet, and I will share the winnings with you if we win.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Well, when you're all done there, let's meet up at the bar, and you can tell me all about it.
Which bar?
Which one's the closest that you like? I'll buy you a drink.
Well, I've only been to the prancing goat. Just he kind of waves behind him.
All right.
I guess
right.
there.
All right, we'll meet you there at the Prancing Goat.
Okay.
Thank you.
Kind of.
You have fun. We'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah, I guess. I want you to roll a persuasion.
Me?
Yes. Okay. So you leave this confused Dragonborn to continue on with his gambling habits, possibly in a dangerous way because he's tipsy. But as you leave, he kind of like looks back at you and like just turns towards the hut and starts to slowly stagger inside. The gnome you see lets him in, no problem.
Excellent. Now we go to the Prancing Pony and wait. Hope he shows up.
Also, he's tipsy. He's tipsy at like 10 in the morning. This is still morning. This isn't nighttime, but just let you know what time of day it is. So Is that the four of you, Loki, Sheila, Cahoon, and Ponderance, going to the bar?
Sure.
Ah,
Okay. So
We could wait to see if he comes out.
Yeah, I would kind of just wait around and see what's going to happen. Just kind
all
of.
right, you guys do that. You do that. I'm gonna go get us all a table at the Prince. It might be busy.
Kind of just want to people watch a little bit.
okay. So Loki, are you following Sheila?
Yes.
Two of you go into the Prancing Goat, while Cahoon and Ponderance wait outside and kind of make sure that your messenger makes his the delivery that he said he would. Meanwhile, Ashe and Aja, you are going to the market. Aja found a sandwich and some drinks. Ashe, are you looking for just meat?
Just kind of anything that will go well with the cheese. So, meat or if I don't find anything, or like some
A nice
bread or
big
crackers.
Yeah.
If I don't find anything, I'll probably also get a sandwich and just put more cheese on it.
Okay. Well, basically you find everything you need. All sorts of things that go with your cheeses. Various breads, meats. Also some sauces, some schmears, nice dips.
Can I
But
buy
yeah.
a little bit of everything?
Okay. Since you're buying a little bit of everything, you'll take it'll be 3 silver
Okay.
for all that.
All that.
Aja,
jazz.
after you finish your sandwich, what would you like?
And drink. How many meads did I buy? Did I buy 1 or 2?
That sounds like you're eating a sandwich.
How
Baby.
much did I say it was?
You said it was 10 silver.
Because you're
Uh,
asshole.
She's eating a
She's
sandwich.
eating, yeah.
Eating a sandwich.
Oh.
I mean,
I'm gonna eat birthday cake.
since this place is kind of cheap, you probably found a lot of. I mean, up to 5. I'll say no more than 5.
Okay, I'm gonna
Meat
start drinking
needs.
them. Just walking around. I'm assuming you're not gonna get in trouble. No liquor laws. So I'm just gonna start drinking my meads. And just
Liquor laws in D&D? What? Okay, I will have for each one. I'll have you roll a Constitution saving throw, and you are not near. You are not near
Um,
Cahoon, so you don't get
I'm
that
not near
bonus.
Cthulhu, so I don't.
Oh.
Yeah.
We never
And,
even. Oh, okay. I forgot about that
I'm,
earlier when he was doing the skills thing that he. Okay.
Oh
anyway.
yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, but I'm hanging out with Asha. But okay, Constitution 1, natural 1.
First
one down.
Smashed. You're just.
Whoa.
No, it just hit. It hit hard. It was too early in the morning.
Yeah.
Too
That
strong.
sandwich was not enough.
No, yeah.
Didn't.
I don't think
Absorb
Aja
enough.
ate breakfast because she went with Loki to check out the tournament area and stuff.
Okay, so do however many more you want.
I'm gonna do. See, I bought 5. I'm gonna save 2.
And with the rest, you have disadvantage on these con saves. Because you're
So,
already.
Drinking
There.
2 more, saving 2, drank 1, doing 2 more. I have disadvantage. Okay. Bloop. It's a 13.
The second one doesn't really
And-
affect. But the third one, you are out of it. Like at this point, you kind of black out and you don't
Oh,
remember the rest
God.
of your day. So
I'm probably like like just all of my inside thoughts are coming out, or I'm just like, you call that wares? This is garbage. My little brother could make better items than that shit.
I feel like she's 5 minutes away from trying to do bard tricks with her bow out.
Yeah, probably. Where can I go to train archery? I'll just do it here. Whatever. You disperse. Hold this apple. Okay, hold it on your head. I got this. Coffers. My head is. Yeah.
You're like, look what I can do, and you try and balance your bow on your nose.
Oh, it keeps falling. Hold on, I know I can do this. Hold on, it's the wind.
Okay. And Ashe, how are you coping with the drunk Aja?
She's just kind of like apologizing to people, like she's not normally like this, and then like offering them cheese. I'm sorry, here, take this cheese, this cube of cheese. I'm gonna try and like pull her back towards the like where we go back to the other area.
Okay.
Or like herd her.
Yeah, just herd me.
I'll have you make either a strength or a persuasion check.
Is there a spell that helps with being drunk?
At
You
this
can
time,
cast
I
Lesser
probably don't have
Restoration.
At this time, I'm going to pull out one of the furry orbs from my
Oh, I had
bag.
that prep. What did you say I should roll?
Well, you can either get rid of her drunkenness with Lesser Restoration, or you can roll a Strength or Persuasion. And Aja, you are pulling the little fuzzy object out of your bag.
Yes.
I'm just trying to keep her away from like other people, and then I will cast Lesser Restoration.
Where's the
You'll have to
bag?
make that Persuasion or Strength check if you're not casting it right away. Because this is to control a drunk Aja.
Where's my bag? Ah! I don't see it. Well,
Do I
it's,
just click Strength, or do I click the save?
Just the word Strength.
Okay, on the left side.
You can roll a d8.
so I'm rolling a d8, right? My animals.
Yes.
Rolled a 5.
Jeez.
What do I get? What do I curl on the ground and just like, you want to see a trick?
I was rolling opposing the strength check because Asha is not.
Oh, I see.
The character. Asha has a strength of 1, so you don't really get anywhere. You kind of like pull on her and she pulls back. It's like, no, this is I got what I do, and she pulls out a fuzzy item from her bag and throws it on the ground, and suddenly a panther shows up.
Oh!
And people freak out because they don't know that this is a friendly panther.
I cast Lesser Restoration on her.
Okay. Instantly you are sober.
Oh,
You are in control of your character again. You see a panther is like walking up towards you, and people are screaming and trying to get out of the tavern that you're at.
Perhaps we should take your friend elsewhere.
What happened? Oh God! Oh, my head. Oh.
I think that was
my pet
some
friend. Did
bad
I bite his
news.
pet? About this cat?
Uh,
Do I have cat food?
you summoned it.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh God, I was
But,
freaking out. I don't have any cat food or
We should
cat
take
bed.
it away from the people. It's
Okay, yeah.
setting them a little on edge.
Cat, come with us. I will follow him. Like, oh God, I need some water.
Are people running out into the street?
Not where you're at.
I take her
Screaming.
and the cat back to our camp.
I pick up the cat and I just carry it and then be like, it is fine, everyone.
Jeez.
It's just cat. Nothing to be concerned about. Completely trained.
You put it on your back. Once people understand that it's with someone, like people are normal or are used to seeing like large animals as pets, with like rangers and whatnot, or druids. But like a panther appearing out of nowhere was a freak out moment. Some of the workers here are able to calm down the people who started freaking out and like get a little bit of back to order what was before. And once they see that the panther's with you, it becomes much more calm. But the two of you head back to the champion site, right?
Yeah.
Okay. While you're going there, after about 10 minutes, Coon and Ponderance, you see the blue dragonborn exit the gambling hut and start staggering back towards the direction that you saw him coming.
Okay.
Would you like to go to the bar where you said you'd meet, or do you want to do something else?
Is he like you said the direction he was coming from? Is that towards the bar or walking away?
When you first saw him, he was coming towards a certain direction, and when he indicated that he was going to go back to that bar, he like pointed behind him. So you can assume that he's going back to the bar.
Okay. Then yeah, like hurry up and try to beat him back to the bar.
Okay. Sheila, you've been waiting 15 minutes. What are you doing in this time? Did you say you wanted drinks, food?
I'm getting us a table, and I'm going to order myself an iced tea if they have it, and a sweet tea, please. And then, perhaps get some hors d'oeuvres, some, I don't know, a basket or something. And I'm just going to, just look around and listen to people talking around me and enjoy do little people watching while I wait.
So, the food and drink cost 1 silver, 8 copper.
Alrighty.
And you wait 15 minutes. Loki, what did you say you were doing?
Loki? He's muted, probably. Oh, no, he isn't. Milo, they're asking for what you're doing. His ears don't work. He's in the bar with me, he says.
Okay. So you both get food. And after that 50 minutes of waiting, you see Meadowskin and Ponderance enter the tavern.
Right?
So yeah, now the four of you together.
Yeah, we wave them over.
I will come over. Do we notice anything is off whenever we walk in? What the is it?
What? Are you expecting something to be off?
No, just wondering, like, how's the atmosphere?
It's very lively. A lot of people are getting breakfast, having their sausage hash browns or biscuits and gravy. A couple people are early day drinking.
Okay.
You sit down, you notice that they have already ordered a few drinks and some food.
Well, in order to sit down, I will have to take the giant fucking sword out of my pants. And I guess, are we sitting in like a regular table, or are we sitting in like a booth type of thing? Where are we at? Where are we at
Sheila,
in the?
Did you want a booth or a table? Very specific, important information.
Yeah.
I'll just say booth.
All right. Are we towards the door? Away from the door?
Probably
Front, back?
towards the door, facing it, so you know when the person is.
All right. Then I will, I guess, kind of put the. Well, fuck. Am I able to fit
Yes.
in a booth? Okay.
Yes.
Then I will put the sword like to my. I will. I will get in last.
Okay.
I'll put the sword between my right leg and whoever's sitting next to me, or if I'm on the left, between my left, whatever.
Okay. Are you going to relay any information for them, or are you going to just wait until the Dragonborn shows up?
I will. I'll just yeah. We'll say that he went back to the direction that he came after he came out. Didn't seem like he was looking around for us or anything.
Okay. After a couple minutes, you see the Dragonborn enter the bar, but he doesn't look around to see if he can find anyone. He just goes straight for the bar itself. And goes and orders a drink.
Oh well, I'll jump up and run up to meet him.
I feel like she's like clamored over whoever's sitting in.
Probably.
Okay, so you approach him, and he's just about to take a drink, sip of his drink. As you.
Well, hello, friend. Remember, I told you I was going to buy you that drink.
Yes, you wanted information. Hi,
Oh, yes, look.
it's
Why
you
don't you come
again.
on over here? Yes, come on over here and sit with us. I got some food.
Kind of tug on him as he's like still trying to take that drink. And you both head back to the booth.
All right.
Who's your friends?
Oh, yes. Well, this is my good friend, Mr. Metalskin. That's the easiest way to say his name. And my good friend, Loki. And this is a new gentleman we just met. And his, oh, gosh. Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to have to introduce yourself. I've forgot your name already.
That is quite all right. My name is Ponderance. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, Ponderance, yes. I guess I don't do much pondering myself. I'm just trying to get the Dragonborn fellow to laugh.
That's quite all right. I guess if I'm introducing myself, I'm
Yes.
Lord Karuth, a fine owner of one of the farms here in Shamp.
Oh, well, what do you grow on your farm?
And the person that you were looking for, the best odds,
Yes.
there was a group that was representing the Harpers. The Harpers really, really good at what they do, and so
Harpers, like people that play the harp?
No, it's a faction. They're from Neverwinter. Group of people that were really good on fighting.
Ah. So that whole group has got the best odds, or are there individuals within that group that are just look like they're really a good bet?
The group itself, 5 people.
Oh, they only have 5. They need 6.
Yes, well, I put your money on that. Not sure what your share you're hoping for. But that's what I did.
Oh, thank you. Are there any other good scuttlebutt that they're saying in there about other good fighters?
Well, you said your name was Sheila, right?
Yes.
Well, I guess you're at low odds because they don't know anything about the tits. Is that what I'm remembering?
Oh, that's
group,
true. Yes.
Yeah, they don't know much about them, so the odds are low.
It's probably pretty
I'd
good.
imagine they would be. We're just so new to any of this. We're just on a lark, you see.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down and finish my drink if that's all right.
Oh, certainly. I hope you don't mind if some of my other friends here have a question.
Right?
That's all right. You go on and fall into that tankard.
See that he's already all the way up, drinking it down.
Hoppers.
I would ask him if he likes to get drunk or if he likes being drunk more.
Oh, who knows? I watch people drink all the time.
It's the
Makes me
thrill
want
of
to
not
be
knowing what's
full of
gonna
that.
happen next. It's
True.
another reason why I gamble. Not gonna know exactly what happens next. It's in the goddess's hands.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah, I know so. Goddesses of luck.
That's true. So do you subscribe to the Goddess of Luck? What do you do to make her smile on you?
Oh, gamble and drink.
And gamble while drinking, then you need a lot of help from her.
Well, that's what my offering is. Give her all the odds.
Okay, well,
What else would you like?
Does anybody else have any questions for this gentleman while he's still conscious?
no.
No, I don't. No.
It's good to know who our competition is. Looks like I might have chose the wrong group of 5.
Nice.
It's very
Well, I
fun.
couldn't help but notice he said there were 5 of them, Hopper. They must be expecting a 6th to arrive. Still arrive. Perhaps maybe
They
this
think they don't need 6.
They could be recruiting a 6th. When they saw the event, they could be recruiting a 6th from someone who was here.
Ah.
One of them could also be 2 people.
Or they could think that they just don't need a 6th.
One
Did
could be-
anyone find out how these different events are weighted as far as points towards the total?
No. Don't know anything.
And I was just wondering if if everyone competes in all the events, okay, say archery, do we want to actually try to help one person of our group win as many events as possible to compile as many individual events with that person? Do you understand what I'm
Put all your
Be
eggs
a
in
good
one basket.
idea.
Ah. Yes, that might be a very good.
Question: is the trivia knowledge character trivia knowledge or meta trivia knowledge?
Meta. It's just a fun thing that I come up with.
Well, I mean, how exactly would we boost one of us at the expense of like give equipment? Is
I
that what you were
don't
talking
know.
about?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Well, it's easy to, throw a competition, to intentionally lose a competition to a teammate. I
Oh,
just
I
don't know
see.
whether that's a valuable strategy in this circumstance or not, because I don't know how they determine the winner overall winner of the tourney.
I guess the question is, when we were told a couple dozen people are competing earlier, is that a couple dozen teams or a couple dozen individual entries? In which case we make up about a quarter of the competition, and that might be a good strategy.
And that's what I
There
think.
you go.
That,
Oh, it's all math.
that there are only a couple of dozen contestants. And if it's that you acquire points per event, and that maybe you want to try to get one person to accumulate as many points as possible. So if it comes down to two of us are left in the archery tournament, then we can decide which one of us gets those points.
That's true. Maybe that is a good strategy for the fourth day, where some of us will spend our efforts bolstering one person in the race in the labyrinth, and up till that point we just try to win as much as possible.
Oh, that
See
could
who
be
ends up
too.
ahead.
Yeah, you make a good point.
I say that
Just-
respects the spirit of the competition for the first few days. Maybe fun as well to prove ourselves. Prove my value as well.
Yeah. Well said. Yeah, I just wanted to make the point that that's something we might want to bear in mind as things progress. All right, I'm going to go and warm up my axes. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to head back towards our.
Are you going to sit on them, or are you going to bathe them in other
I'm going to
people's blood? How-
practice. I'm
Oh,
going to
okay.
practice.
You're going to warm up with X. I see.
You want to come?
No, not at the moment.
All right. I'll see you later then.
I'm gonna ask if anyone at the table has Identify. Or some way to pull up the sword, and we don't have food, or do we have food or drinks?
Yes, I bought I got a basket of these here yam tassels.
Okay. I will place
I
it.
don't know, it's a local thing. They're pretty good. They're crunchy and salty. What else do you want?
I don't know, but I am gonna set the sword on the table and be like, can anyone tell me what this thing does?
I draw upon previous arcane knowledge to try and guess.
Sure. Roll history. You actually don't know what this item is. Nobody's actually told you what it is, so you would have to know what item you're trying to remember. essentially, Loki just gave a sword to Meadowskin, and then Meadowskin put this on the table, and that's the only thing I've seen about the sword.
Hey, I guess I meant more. Can I try to deduce?
Right, but like, uh, sure, just roll history. Okay. So, this sword you sort of recognize. You don't know exactly what it does. You know that it's very strong. You know that it, while its last location was in the plains of Shar, it originated from Sword Coast. And it, you know that it requires a tuning to actually use the magic inside of it. And it's also more powerful than most other swords.
Well, it seems to be a powerful artifact, but we couldn't know what it does till someone were to wield it.
Okay. And I will, I guess, put it back.
Okay, what would the three of you like to do?
Get food, and then I'm gonna try to find some place that can. Maybe find someone, maybe at the Enclave, that can look at the sword and tell me more about it.
You notice that Lokoroth is sleeping in his mug. And it's only 10 o'clock. But you leave him to sleep in the tavern. We will go back to Ashe and Aja to see what they are doing with their new panther friend.
I'm definitely petting the panther. Did we go back to the camping site? Is that where you
Yes.
led me? Okay. So we're back at the camping site, I guess. If we were able to get through the thing.
Yeah. You still
Okay.
have your badges.
And I'm like petting the cat. The brush. Let's see. There was like an apothecary next to our tent.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk to that guy.
Okay.
Like, excuse me, do you have anything to help with hangovers?
Well, technically you wouldn't have a hangover because all the
Yep.
poison's taken out of your body.
No, but for futures, because
I
she
see.
might not always cast. I have 2 more meads.
I'm prepared.
Yeah, I'd rather.
Ashe sighs and starts like setting up, cause she's gonna see if she can sell her cheese and cheese accessories.
I'll also, yeah, I'll see if the apothecary has any seasonings to roast the meat.
Yes, I do happen to have something. You notice that the lizard folk is toothless and having difficulty speaking. If you really want that for the future, I have this little, brings out a little, bag of, kind of like a dime bag of
Oh my
herbs.
Freaking
It'll
bag of
clear you right
devilweed.
up.
All right. I trust you, sir.
I trust
will-
me too.
Do you have anything for seasoning for like meats?
Well, yes, you can also sprinkle this on top of the meat and make it taste good.
All right. That's great. Yeah, how much?
This would be 14 gold.
14 gold?
It's very good.
Perhaps I could offer barter. Would you happen to be interested in any kind of cheese? Or
Kind of cheap. Is
Tell
it from an
Asha.
animal source?
Yes.
I
But-
don't eat that.
Oh. Okay. How about elk meat?
I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not much on eating tough items.
I see. Let's see here. I could offer you a bottle of mead.
Ooh, that goes
I
down
could make you-
smooth.
Some mashed potatoes.
My friend can make you mashed potatoes. A rare delicacy, I'm sure. Would probably go really well with the mead. And then I will give you 5 gold. 6 gold.
Could include some very small bacon crumbles.
Make Asha, make a persuasion check with advantage because Ash is helping.
Persuasion?
Yes.
Pew pew. 10.
I
I will
don't
let
know
you-
about that.
I will let you pet my cat.
Eh,
I want to pet
Very
the
soft.
cat.
You can pet my cat.
no, I think it'll be 15 gold.
15 gold.
Ash holds her hand out to the cat. For
The
it
cat
to
will-
sniff.
Allow it.
Make an animal handling.
Oh yeah, make an animal handling.
Ash.
Gold.
Big animals are not your strong suit. It sniffs. It smells the meat and cheese and attempts to bite your fingers.
I don't think he wants to be pet, Aja.
Oh, he's a good cat. He's friendly.
I'll
Alright.
throw him a chunk of cheese in.
So you're saying this herb is good for seasoning for meats and cooking, but also for hangovers?
So when you have your hangover, you want to put this on your food, and that will make it much better to get over. It, some places call it salsa.
Give me a thing of pico de gallo. Is that what he's selling?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oregano?
But it's magical salsa.
Magical salsa. Okay.
THC
Uh,
base.
About 13 gold and 2 bottles of mead.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
All right.
Get the hangover herb cure. You have 10 charges of it.
10 charges. Okay. 10. And this is a hangover / seasoning cure. I called it a salsa, so I guess I'll just label it hangover salsa. All right. And feel free to come and check our wares. We have things, food, if you're hungry. And I'll go help Ash cook. I'll pull out the elk meats. I'll start roasting. I'll apply like 3 charges of this to some of the meat.
Whoa, going 3 charges in.
Is that a lot?
Well, one
Guess
charge
I
is
should do 1 charge.
one
I'll
charge is
do-
good for
It's
a
laced with
full
THC.
meal.
Oh, okay. I'll do 1 charge then.
And-
I was like,
This is like Zarek's getting taking all the drugs all at once.
how important is this stuff? Yeah. Okay. Excellent. 13 gold now. Other and let's see. We're cooking. We have a fire.
We're cooking?
Sure. If you want to sell your stuff, I'll have you make a survival or persuasion or performance. Trying to get either the smell wafting out, or how good your advertising is.
What was the first one?
Survival,
Survival.
performance, or persuasion.
Survival it is.
So with the newfound magic salsa, you managed to get those aromas out, and since the entire area has been like bland ration food, your hardtack, your beef jerky, that kind of thing, dried berries, you managed to get some people coming in and checking out your food. How much are you charging?
Let's see. My food for my 5 bottles of meat and my sandwich was 10 silver.
And it cost me 3 silver. And then we have the cheese.
The magic cheese.
I don't
that's
know.
always free.
So maybe like 3 silver or 4 silver for like a plate of food where it's like cheese, some cheese and some meats. And I don't
Some
know.
bread.
We're doing bread.
Dipping sauce or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
What
I'm
goes
probably
with-
like just try and do some kind of gravy.
Like
So,
mini
like-
cheese boards.
Yeah, and then like a light dipping gravy with the fat from the meat.
Okay.
And
Are
I
you-
dress my cat up so it's not scary. I dress my cat up in my extra traveler's clothes that I have in my bag.
It's annoyed but complies.
It's so cute. Ah,
What kind of cat is it again?
it's a panther.
Ah, so it's got pants.
It's definitely got pants.
But how
I mean,
does
it wouldn't be
wear
a
the pants?
panther if it didn't have pants.
But how does it wear the pants?
Yeah, the question. Is it on
It's got
all
two-
4 legs? Is it below the waist,
two-
on the back?
2
leg?
pairs of pants.
It's got 2 pairs of pants. It's actually got like a vest on the front side of the back, like kind of looks like, like when cats wear harnesses. And it's a red vest, and it's got these red and black striped pants that are just on the hind feet. And I have like a little, I cut a little hole. I was like, I'll fix that later. For the tail, so it's not so uncomfortable.
Okay. So how long do you want to vendor this out?
Like a couple hours, I guess. And I will like chat with the apothecary and the potion lady. In between.
Okay, so in this time you get a total of 1 gold, 52 silver for selling these items. You get about roughly 40 people coming in and out, and you notice that a couple of them, not a lot, most of them are actually vendors that are looking to explore other people's wares, and a lot of it's the vicinity around you. The vendors who work here smell good food and then come during their lunch break. But
I chat with them while they're getting food, and see what they sell. So I can like have a good idea of who sells what.
okay. So in this crowd of people, you notice that a group are two of the people that come are part of a larger group, and you see that there's kind of an assortment of people. There's a shorter person wearing heavy plate armor. There's someone kind of a light blue skin. Her hair seems to be flowing like water. She looks to be wearing lighter armor, kind of more natural stuff. There's a sort of a tall woman, bald, blue skin. She has a weapon you haven't seen before strapped to her back, and is followed closely by a mechanical creature. And then there is a shorter gentleman with leather armor strapped. It's kind of orangish. You see he's got several daggers that are strapped to him. And then you see a larger individual wrapped in cloth and like looks a lot like Cahoon, but he is wearing lighter armor, kind of showing off his muscles. And then you see one more individual that is fairly tall. It's a warforged that has gold plate armor. He is wrapped in gold cloth as well. The people who are buying are the shorter individual strapped in leather and daggers, and also the taller woman who is blue and has the robotic.
And they're merchants?
No, they're you
okay,
recognize
those are
them as
the-
champions.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, most of them that are come and buy your food are vendors, but just a few of them are champions that you see. Two of
Okay.
them want to buy, and so the smaller one like looks more confident. He comes up and he's like, 2 orders, please.
All right.
All right, what kind of meat is this?
This is elk meat.
Oh, right. Did you get it yourself?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Hunted
Ah.
fresh.
How
See,
far have you?
Palm, some people just go out and get it themselves, and they don't have to buy it from vendors. Are you competing?
I look at Asha. Yes.
Ah, cool.
We are.
This
How
looks like a
far
pretty big
have you traveled?
campground. For just the two of you. Ash, when you try to speak, he just like is very eager to talk over you. This is a very big campground for just the two of you. Is it just the two of you, or is there other people?
There's a few more.
All right.
We also
all right.
have big cat. Requires more room.
Oh yeah, that's a adorable kitty. Don't you think so, Palm? And he seems to be talking to the large Goliath character, who is just standing there, like grimacing down at this shorter individual. This shorter individual is like just under 5 foot, not like a dwarf or a gnome or anything.
Like a human, but just short, or like
Yeah.
we talking? Okay. I was like,
But a short human.
okay. I was like halfling. Yes. Well, I'm assuming you are also part of the tournament. You'll be taking part.
Oh yeah. B2 isn't competing. Gestures to the Warforged. But the rest of us think we got a good shot.
You look very competent.
That's quite the compliment, thanks. And he'll hand one of the trays of food to his blue friend, the woman.
What is the woman wearing? Like, what does she have any kind of distinct armor, or you said there was a weapon that we didn't recognize?
It looks like
Ponderance was wearing
Yes.
like natural armor.
there's a lighter blue skinned person who is wearing the natural leather armor, but this dark skinned individual is kind of wearing just normal looking clothes, like commoner clothes, so nothing super special. But the weapon on her back you can't really see from this angle, but it's not quite what you've a normal one that you've seen before. And then she's followed by the like a robotic spider.
Oh, great.
It's I guess it's more of a bug. It's got 6 legs and one central point that just seems to crawl around. It's like 2 feet tall.
But it's like mechanical.
Yes, it's a robot.
Okay. Wow.
She
Does
looks
it look
down
familiar?
at what?
Does it look familiar? Like similar to the one that we had seen, the mod bot Modran.
The Modron? No.
Yeah.
The Modron is like a cube with 4 limbs.
Okay.
This is like a diamond head with, I guess I would describe it as like the virus that looks like a machine. I don't know if you've seen that. I don't remember what virus it is either. But it's got 6 legs and it just crawls around. It doesn't really do a whole lot of moving unless the person that is controlling it is moving. But she like looks down at the excited individual that is talking to you. She says, "You really shouldn't talk to strangers like that. It's not. We don't know anything about them. That's why we talk to him, so we get more information about him."
Got the point. Look, we're all here to have a good time and revel in camaraderie and what have you. It's all good. Here, eat more things.
Yes.
The lighter blue skinned woman, like kind of very shyly, gets closer and asks, "Can I pet your cat?"
Of course. Cat loves to be petted, don't you, cat?
I wouldn't. Make sure your hands don't smell like the food first.
Oh, don't worry, I washed them recently. She reaches out and attempts to pet the cat. If the cat's willing, then it will. Like, just if you're commanding it to be that
I'm
way.
commanding the cat to allow it because I don't want any more trouble for my behavior.
It looks at you with those annoyed cat eyes.
Yeah, it does the back ears, just like, but it doesn't protest.
Yeah, and it reluctantly gets pet by the woman. Is this your companion?
Sure, for today.
It
I'm
must
always
like
trying
you.
to get one, but Gaul won't let me.
They're not easy to tame, you know? Like, you got to be careful. Still wild beast. This one is, more portable.
The Goliath speaks up. Naruto, we got to go. There's more to see before it starts tomorrow.
Oh, real quick, what time does it start tomorrow? I don't know if we were told. Don't remember.
Oh, it starts bright and early at 10 a.m.
Oh, thank
If we
God.
have clocks, that's what time it would be.
I'm sure there's like sundials or something, you know? Like, I'm sure there's like a town crier, maybe a Yelp going around yelling the time. But wonderful. Excellent.
Excited to see you tomorrow. And they
Indeed.
Did
He
you
starts-
say a Yelp?
That doesn't seem like something Yelp would do.
I wonder if there's
That would be
it-
more of a Casio job.
What, Loki?
Or perhaps Rolex.
Well, I thought Althea said Yelp,
Yes.
Yeah.
and I thought
There's
Yelp
there's
is
a
an
Yelp
empty-
in this world.
Do they have Yelp reviews where
Yes.
they stand
Yes.
outside of a place and yell about how good or bad it was?
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
know if these characters know much about him, but there is a traveling person that goes around Faerun reviewing different establishments and has reviews about them.
Yes.
There's also
he
was-
Steve Ricks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I,
That is canon in this world.
yes.
The shorter human starts scarfing down his food as they all walk away, and the other woman who ordered or got the food starts like eating slowly as they all walk.
Ash waves and says, "Enjoy."
So
Have a good day.
with that quick interaction, I'll have you
tomorrow.
roll insights to see if you can determine their what they're all about.
Nope.
All right.
Two.
Absolutely
is-
not.
Ash is too busy making food and making money.
Ash is like,
Ash is like,
I
they were
made
nice.
friends. They ate some cheese.
She's calling out order numbers. They seemed nice. Order numbers.
Okay, so you notice
That's all.
that the shorter individual that didn't talk in all plate was let's see, wearing a very large sword, and Aja, I'll have you make a history check to see if you kind of recognize the style.
Is it holy?
We'll see.
History, you say. 8.
It looks
I-
magnificent, but you don't know the nature of the sword.
When they're out of earshot, I like whisper to Ash. I'm like, did you take out the sword one? The sword that she had is quite impressive. Would be a big contender for us.
Probably good for slicing cheese.
I would think slicing cheese, slicing heads, slicing limbs, all the things.
Like cheese.
Slicing
Sure,
them as
slicing
easy
them.
as cheese or butter, yes.
Yes. Yes.
So you know that the person who was interested in the petting your cat was sort of more natural looking, probably, but didn't have any like major weapons on her, so it determined that she's a druid. The person with the strange weapon on her back, when she turned and walked, it looked like a tube with wood at one end, and you could probably determine that this is one of the very rare individuals that started to learn about metallurgy, craft, and magic that goes with it. Possibly an artificer.
Oh.
The small one strapped in leather could be either a ranger, a rogue. I think that's all. And then the larger one seemed to be showing off his muscles more than anything, trying to be intimidating. So possibly a
Very buff.
fighter or a monk.
Obviously, some sort of gym rat.
And the
People.
golden individual, the warforged that didn't speak, was just wearing a robe and nothing else. So it was very difficult to determine anything about them. They didn't speak. You couldn't see any facial expressions. Just wearing a robe. And the names that you got were Nard.
And
Was the
Goliath.
yeah, and then
No?
Naruto
No,
was
small-
the short one.
And Naruto.
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 Naruto
No,
was the the shorter one, the shorter human that was talking a lot. And Palm was the Goliath.
Okay. Noted. Would be problem. Mysterious sword. Mysterious sword. I really hope I can have my animal companion tomorrow help out, and I hope I get another panther. I don't know how well Raccoon would do.
The panther nods in agreement.
Yeah, Raccoon maybe could go collect arrows. Dang, Raccoon.
Okay. Shortly after the 6 of them leave, the 4 others that were getting the gambling odds find their way back to the campsite. See that you're selling food. Would you like to do anything else? Loki, you wanted to go practice. You don't need to make any skill checks. It's just warm-ups and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm just throwing my axes into the dummies.
I will say that you do. One of the other dummies. There is actually a warforged there, shooting arrows, and they appear to have a mechanical bear with them. But that is what you see there. What would the rest of you like to do this day before the tournament?
I want to go back to that cat cellar with the rocks and buy some rocks.
What kind of rocks?
Kind of rocks are there?
All kinds of rocks. What kind of rocks are you looking
One that looks cool.
for? What are you buying?
That's like, I don't know. Green, or one that looks like it has little fossils in it, or I don't know, something that looks cool.
So this is a cool looking rock. It's not a magical rock.
Correct.
Okay. So for 11 silver, you can pick out 3 different kinds of rocks.
Okay, I do that.
Get some quartz, get some bismuth, get some
Oh, bismuth. Yeah, that's
obsidian.
cool.
Yeah.
I have a rock that when I show people the picture of it, they think it looks like steak with mashed potatoes and peas on top, but
Granite?
it's a rock.
Dinner fit for a Goron.
Delicious.
So would anyone like to do anything for the rest of this day? Would you like to have the tournament this session, or do you want to wait until next?
Fine if we start the tournament. The only thing I would want to do is just kind of carve an animal. Or a figurine.
Yeah. Sheila's just gonna wander back to the campsite, find out what everybody else is doing, share the information she found.
If you want to people watch for more champions, you can feel free to do so, and make
I will.
perception or an insight. All of
Right.
you, anyone who wants to.
Is there still more food left for us to sell, or have we sold it all at this point?
Do you want to go until you run out of stock, or do you just want to go for a few hours?
If there's more food and more people still coming to buy food, then Ash will probably just keep selling food.
Okay.
And be probably as observant as before, which is why I'm asking to determine whether I want to roll or not.
So you only sell your 1 gold, 52 silver, total for the day. And, people start, like, as the food goes away, the smell of food kind of stops wafting and people are less hungry during later parts of the day. So, you just kind of peer out and watch as
Okay.
people go by.
And I watch.
Okay. So, Sheila, you're kind of overwhelmed with all these people and all these opportunities to perform and make your song heard to all these people. You're just so ready that it's hard to determine who anyone else is.
Yeah.
You both rolled 27.
Oops, I think my.
So, Ponderance, you're kind of people watching at this campsite and watching as people go by. You see, an odd individual very much stand out. There is an Azamar, angelic human person, that is wandering around and checking out the vendors. And you notice that this person is wearing heavy plate. They have a shield and a pretty wicked-looking sword on them. You can assume that they are kind of judging based on what they look like, either a paladin or a cleric. Probably more of a paladin because the weapon looks very much more sinister about hitting, but you know that some clerics use their weapons as well. And Ash, as you're looking around, the smell of food is not as distracting anymore as most of it is sold. But you see an odd-looking individual, completely covered in a cloak except for their face, and they are having difficulty walking down the aisle. They kind of go up to a vendor and like bump into it, and then like take a step back, and then look at the wares, and then like turn, and like their bodies wobbling in such a weird way. You do see that this person that's like kind of lumpy and awkward is carrying a lute on their back. So you can probably determine that they are a bard. And that is who you see. An angel in heavy plate and a lumpy person with a lute.
Great.
And Loki sees the Warforged with the bow and the mechanical bear. And this Warforged is built like a truck. Like, not literally, although he could if trucks existed in this world, because he's a Warforged. But,
Transformer.
he is like, if machines could have muscles, this is what it would look like. Very bulky and strong, as it were. But yeah, that's what you see for the rest of the day. Aja, what were you planning on doing You just
I'm wanting to carve small wooden figurines, like my wooden animals.
okay. Make a survival.
13.
Pretty good.
How many am I able to
How
cast now?
much?
How many?
So you managed to get 12 gold and 90 silver from all this.
12 gold and 90 silver.
Yeah. Okay. So, you all are doing your practices, selling what you can, people watching. And, then, as the sun goes down, the music fades, vendors start putting away their goods, closing up shop. The champions you see start returning to their own campsites. And we'll say that the day has finished.
Okay.
Ash,
I
did
just,
you? Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to throw out there because we're talking about commute. I was planning to go about 10. I can stay till about 10:30, but I don't know if that's enough.
Okay, we'll see. We'll probably do one event and then see what time it is. Okay, so you wake up, spell slots back, hit points back if you lost any, and you are waking up to a brand new day. And when you do wake up, you notice that there's more excitement in the air. Like, the vendors aren't really setting up their shops. They seem to be packing up a few things, making sure everything's secure, and then you see a trail of them like heading towards the arena. It seems like they don't really feel like selling anything while the events are happening. So, with this new system, or not new system, but this tournament, you will prepare for the day. And each day of a tournament, you can choose between two activities. Between a list of 5. So the activities are, and each activity will give you a buff of some sort. They are eat breakfast. If you don't eat breakfast, it will mean a -3 to ability checks and attack rolls. If you stretch for the day, you will get a +3 to ability checks and attack rolls.
Ooh, okay.
Stretching doesn't cost anything. Eating breakfast costs silver. You can spy on other teams as one of your activities. That will give you a +5 to ability checks and attack rolls. But that will require a stealth check. Passing stealth check. You can bribe another team. This will cost a charisma roll, your choice, persuasion, deception, or intimidation, and a certain amount of gold depending on the check. This buff to you is more of a debuff to another team. This will give the other team -5 to their ability checks and attack rolls. And then the last one is sabotage a team. This will give you a +10 to ability checks and attack rolls. But you will have to make 2 skill checks with disadvantage. And if you fail either check, you are disqualified from the day's tournaments. So that's a high risk, high reward situation. So we got eat breakfast, which is not a -3. If you don't eat breakfast, you get a -3. There is stretches, which is a +3. There is spy on other teams, requires a stealth check and a +5 to you. Bribe another team, a -5 to that team, but it requires a charisma check and gold. And then sabotage another team, which is a +10 to you, but requires 2 skill checks with disadvantage. So, I will start off. Let's go in alphabetical order. Aja, how would you like to buff your day?
Aja, being the, just law-abiding citizen that she is, will eat breakfast, and will stretch.
Okay. So that's a +3 to your ability checks and weapon attacks. Ashe.
Ashe does the same.
I'm gonna add a handout because I realized that.
It's a little.
Let's see. Okay. So Ashe also gets +3. And then, metal skin. What would you like?
Can we get the handout?
Yeah. I'm working on it.
Okay.
So there's the eat breakfast, so that would make it so you don't get a -3. There's stretch, which gives you a +3. There's spy on other groups, which gives you a +5. There's bribe other teams, which costs a gold, and the eat breakfast also costs a silver.
Yeah.
Bribe other teams is a -5 to that group, right? Sabotage other teams, it's a -10 to other teams, but there's a high penalty.
You have to do a stealth and a. What was the other check?
There you
2
go.
skills of disadvantage. Okay. Okay. I guess I'll just do eat breakfast and do stretches.
Playing it safe. Day 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what you're up against yet.
Yeah.
Loki, what would you like to do?
I'm going to eat breakfast,
How much silver?
and then I shall
One.
stretch.
No, I didn't say how much silver.
Oh, I thought it was just 1 silver for breakfast. How much silver?
It is what he said.
3 silver. I said
silver?
silver, not 1 silver. So it's 3 silver for breakfast.
Notes.
It's gonna go to fucking shootout.
Loki is doing the same.
I'm eating breakfast and then I'm stretching, and I'm not spying on other teams, but I am keeping a good eye open for other teams that might attempt to spy on us.
Ponderance.
Okay. The pre-day buffs is still unloading. That's fine. My character doesn't need to eat breakfast. Or doesn't need to eat, so does that count towards meat?
You will need to get sustenance somehow.
Okay. Then I will
Sunbathe.
acquire sustenance and
This is-
stretch.
Okay, this is essentially just like spending time to make yourself able to perform. So even if you don't eat breakfast, whatever it takes to like spend that time to make it so you don't have that kind of day weakness where you haven't eaten. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
and
Ponderance.
I
Okay.
do the necessary preparations in the abstract and stretch.
Okay. And Sheila.
Sheila is going to get up and eat breakfast,
Mhm.
and then she will stretch. And she is really thinking about spying on people.
You can only choose two.
I can only choose two. Oh,
Two of the
all right,
5
then.
activities.
I'm just going to stretch today.
Okay, that's fine. This will be for both events,
Ooh.
the archery and the
Yeah.
one-on-one combat.
Yeah. I was wondering
Okay.
what that. I thought was that sticking pins in glow sticks.
If you scroll down on the events, they have what they mean. It's not just. But
Yeah, I know, but that looked like sticking a pin in a glow stick. I'm just
Good.
saying.
could be very well that. Maybe you'll go against some ravers.
Oh, yeah,
You stick your sword in that.
that would be good.
Okay. So you spend your time, you eat breakfast, you stretch so you don't get sore when you're out there, and after this time, after you've gotten ready, you start to head towards the arena. And Loki and Aja, you saw the day before, there was an individual standing outside of a gate. The gate is now open, and only a handful of people are going inside. All the vendors seem to be going towards a different entrance. They still want to like do their sell a couple things in like those, I don't remember what they're called. They sell like cigarettes and peanuts during ball games or something.
Yeah,
I don't-
vendors.
Yeah,
I don't know.
vendors doing
Yeah,
vendor
vendors, I
things.
don't know.
But you see them getting their stuff ready, and other champions you've recognized from before, are going into this area, as well as some others that you don't recognize. And you are all led in to a darker area, indoors, very different from the bright shining sun from outside. But you make your way. It's a short distance to a gate that is letting a lot of loud noise in, and you see that outside there is the crowd, the stands, and the arena itself.
Ooh. Yay!
And you see people filing in. The stands are getting full. There are a lot more people than you realize were here, that really want to watch this tournament. And you walk in and you look around. You see a lot more individuals that you didn't see before. Like there's, you see the Modron that you saw before, just kind of standing by itself, observing, as Modrons do. You see the bird person and the rather regal Victorian woman, kind of getting themselves pumped up. Oz and Nahia. You see Olaso, the Minotaur, and Lenny, the dwarf. They seem to be like kind of playful, punching each other, trying to get each other hyped up for this. You see like a snake-like person. You guess to be a Yuan Ti. This person is like just filthy, covered in leather, but also just dirt and dirt caked on. They look like they haven't showered in a very long time. Though their scent seems to be contained, you can't really smell anything. They just look filthy. Like little mushrooms are growing all over their body.
Oh dear.
you see you see the five, Aja and Ashe that you saw before. The short one in plate, the two blue women, the shorter person, in the orange leathers, and you see the Goliath in the robes. You do not see the Warforged, the Golden Warforged. They don't seem to be competing in the event.
Ash waves at them, and at the people we camped with before.
Yeah. So the shorter person in leathers and daggers very eagerly waves back, and the light-skinned blue person kind of shyly waves back at you, and then the dark-skinned woman, the dark-skinned blue-skinned woman, kind of like pulls them aside and like tries to get them to stop being friendly with others, with other champions that they're competing against. You see quick list of people you see. You see a copper dragonborn, looks to be in medium armor. You see a very small individual with wings floating around. They seem to be in common clothing. You see a goat person or a satyr with a shepherd's cane, and you see a bulky a tall bulky person wearing tiger skin. You see another elf. You see someone who looks like a cross between an elf and a goblin. So a very tall, skinny goblin with like elf ears. You see the person that Loki saw before, the very bulky Warforged and his mechanical bear. You see the person that Ashe saw before, the lumpy person with the loot on their back. They seem to be having difficulty standing. You see a tiefling in leathers and has a longbow. You see an orc strapped in like both leather and metal armor, and you see a medium gray skinned person. They seem to have an air about them that like dries the earth. So this is all the people you see in the room that you're in.
Hey.
And outside the gate, you see that there is the arena itself is made of like almost pure white sand. It's very fine. There's a gate between the two of you, so you aren't allowed to like go out and like explore. But you see that it's barren. It's huge. You would estimate it to be from this gate to the furthest gate. So you see this gate on the image in front of you. It's open. It's got those two statues on either side, and that is adjacent to you or across from you. But you guesstimate that this arena is like a couple 100 feet around in diameter. So this is a massive arena. And you hear cheering outside, you hear a lot of chatter, just like a lot of sound coming in from the outside. And then from in here, you hear a lot of like people talking, mumbling, some like shouting to get themselves hyped up. A few individuals are just like to themselves and not really part of any group. You can determine that there's probably two other large groups other than yourself. But as I guess, is there anything you'd like to do before you go out and have this event start?
Not I.
Okay. Well, as you sit there and wait, kind of eagerly waiting for what's about to happen, you aren't quite sure what. Suddenly, the noise from outside erupts as something happens at the opposing. So you see a group of individuals coming from the opposing gate, whom you can discern are mostly mages. They enter the arena and stride toward the center. The excitement in the air seems to spark with electricity. Or maybe that's the magic we feel as the group in the center starts casting spells. Almost instantly, the one who isn't a mage grows in size and starts to hover in place. This man is dressed in noble's clothes and looks to be prim and proper, as though he didn't just walk through half an arena of sand. He raises his arms to the crowd and people cheer.
Is this
That's the
oh,
bear.
I wonder if it's the Baron.
Creatures and gentlefolk, monsters and mighty of all ages, welcome all to the triennial Chondath Tournament.
Yay.
Cheers and uproarious applause can be heard.
I golf clap.
We have a spectacular event in store for everyone for the next few days. A total of 30 strong have signed up to compete against one another for the top 3 prizes. One of which is a prism that is said to enhance one's magic or grant power to those who cannot perform it. These prizes will be given to the best of the best by our wonderful and gracious Baron and Baroness, who have also made the tournament happen every 3 years and provided the Tri-Town area with thriving society.
Yay.
He gestures to a spectator's box high up in the arena stands, with a handful of individuals looking very posh. For a moment, the images of 2 nobles are enlarged to embolden the crowd, which lets off more cheers, although they aren't as loud as they first were. And you see these 2. And
Whoa.
I want everyone to make either insight or history.
Hmm.
Damn, those are good rolls.
We tied again.
Oh god, I'm just hoping that I'm getting all my bad rolls out.
Sorry, what was it? I had my headset off. What are we rolling?
Insight or
Insight
history.
or history.
Oh, inside or history? Let's see which one of these. Man, stop.
You want to read their face or you want to read their backstory?
I can't. I fucking shit where it's like.
Not only do I know nothing about those 2, I don't even know who you're talking about.
The other two large people in the crowd.
I didn't even notice them.
Loki's in his own head. Like, all right, remember, you got to throw your axe straight and true.
Sorry, I had to reload because whenever I have the proportions of my character sheet bigger than the window when I have it full screened, and I minimize it or whatever, when I open it back up, it like just shoots it all the way above the top of my browser, and I can't reposition.
Yeah. Sometimes character sheets mess up like that. I don't know
Said
why.
history or insight? Oh, it's insight.
Okay. So, Ponderance, or let's actually start with Sheila.
Do I have a? No, I don't. Never mind. Sorry. Continue.
So you look at these people, and they look very, very important. And you personally notice that though people are excited about the tournament, people aren't as excited about these two people. Like they're just like, yay, they're good. And then Ponderance and Ashe, something in your mind, something in your studies, seems to click once you see the Baroness for the first time. But like you're trying to get a good recollection of what is clicking in your brain when the image of the two enlarged images of the Baroness disappear. But you don't. There's something there. Something about the Baroness. Just setting off in your.
Okay.
Okay, and then back to ring.
We aim to please in our first event of the tournament, as our contestants will shoot their shot in archery.
The crowd erupts once more, as loud as it was before, as the announcer gently lands back onto the ground and reduces to normal size. The 3 targets of various distances pop up from the sand. The announcer and all but one of the mages stride back to the gate they emerged from. The lone mage walks away from the targets as her clothes morph into leather gear and a short bow is conjured into her hand. The combatants in the waiting area are ushered into the arena towards the awaiting ranger. The sun above is briefly blinding as you walk out into the crisp morning air. You are hit by a wave of both excitement and nervousness. This is it. This is the start of the tournament. Your chance to prove yourself in front of thousands of spectators.
Woohoo!
I've got stage
I
fright.
love spectators.
It's my favorite kind of taters.
Are we going to be told the rules, or like magic allowed, or do we have to use your provided bow? Can we use our own bow?
Okay. So you walk out. You only go a short distance. I want everyone to roll a D100.
Oh.
Dang, even close with the D100 roll. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep these dice.
So, first, do you want me to, go through and, introduce each person and tell you how they performed? Do you want me to introduce each person and, then get to you? Or how do you want me to do this? It'll take longer if I introduce each person, but I don't know if you want, like, extra information about them.
Just try the short version, and if we decide that's not enough, we can ask for a longer version later.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah, maybe you can give us the short version, and then when
Give
we
us like the
start
top,
next,
like the
we
top.
can get the long version.
Yeah.
Okay. So we will skip to the first person, which is Aja.
My God.
No
I'm
problem
like
at
legit
all.
nervous.
I'm going last. Dead last.
Okay. So you
Those are big ass targets.
you have seen people go before you. You aren't the very first of all the champions, but you see people go up. The archer that is next to where you're supposed to shoot hands them the short bow, and then they shoot with that. So I want each of you, if you don't have a short bow already in your inventory, to put it from Roll20's compendium, and you will be using a neutral short bow for each of these shots.
Okay. So I can't use my longbow.
You cannot, no.
Okay.
This is a-
Short bow.
Basic, bottom line archery class.
Basic short bow equipped. Can I do any magic stuff or nah?
Sure. Go ahead.
I could cast Zephyr Strike on myself.
What does that do?
I will share it. Zephyr Strike. Once before the spell ends, it lasts a minute. You can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit. Gives me advantage, essentially.
Okay. So you can use that once
Okay.
in any of these. So as you approach this person, as she hands you the short bow, you see that the three targets of varying distance. The first one is at 60 feet. The second one is at 90 feet, and the final one is at 120 feet.
So I'm gonna do this on the 120 feet one.
So the first two are normal, and the third one is with disadvantage.
Okay.
Also,
So-
know that Aja, you have the sharpshooter feat, so
Yes.
that makes it so you don't have disadvantage.
Yes.
On any attacks.
So I don't have disadvantage on my things. But also Zephyr Strike gives me advantage
Yes.
for this. So I'm gonna aim for the farthest one away first. And just try and
No,
get that.
you do the 60, the 90, and then the 120.
Oh, okay. Then I won't cast a Zephyr Strike right away. I'll get these other two, and then I'll do the save it for the last one, if I can do that. Okay. So first one without Zephyr Strike. Oh God.
So that's 13 plus 3 is 16.
Let's see if I have anything. Increase your dexterity, intelligence, advantage. No. Okay. So that's the 60. Here's the 90.
27 plus 3 is 30.
Okay. And then Zephyr Strike, which gives me advantage. I'm assuming I can't use my Elven Accuracy for this. That whenever I have advantage on an attack roll using dexterity, whatever, I can reroll one of the dice once. Because it's not necessarily... Can I use that if
Yeah.
I want to? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. This is for the farthest one. And then I'm going to go ahead and reroll one of the die. So that's a 20...
Another 30 total,
Okay, so yeah, so the max one is the 25 plus 2.
plus 3. Yep.
Plus two.
So that's
Plus
2
three, yes.
30s. Very nice. When you cast the spell, you say your magic words, and you hear the archer that gave you the bow kind of snicker under her breath. But yeah, so you shoot the first one is a bit off. The crowd like cheers kind of loud. The next one, almost dead center. The crowd like gasps and cheers with that. And the final one, very close to dead center as well. And they erupt in cheers. Oh shit, I forgot to introduce you. My bad. We'll backtrack a little bit.
All the way from Greenest, representing Tits, Aja!
And it's a bit like,
Like, oh, all right, whoever that is, cool.
yeah, there's cheers. I mean, everyone's caught up in the excitement, but
Go tits!
yeah,
I
after
want to see tits painted on people's chests by tomorrow.
Everybody wants to see tits.
So you after the third one, people are like going crazy. Your shots were.
I did them really quick because like Aja is nervous. She's like palms sweaty, mom spaghetti, all of that.
Okay. So you...
And I like awkward. I have an awkward moment where I go to the lady. I'm like, "Do I need to collect the arrows, or like you got that? Here's your bow back."
She takes the bow and like bows her head. She recognizes skill when she sees it, and you like awkwardly run back, and they announce the next person.
All the way from Dreamscape, representing Tits, Ponderance!
That's me.
Entire group's like, yeah.
And
Yay!
since after seeing Aja's performance, whoever is representing Tits are much more hyped upon. So no pressure.
Yeah, that's fine. Am I following up as the wild card of the group? Are the events back to back on the day?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. Then I guess I just roll 2 normal, 1 with disadvantage.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. It's a 20.
Do I get to know if I hit before I shoot my next shot?
Oh yeah, you do hit. It's better than Aja's first shot. The arrows aren't stuck in there. As soon as somebody gives away the bow, the arrows disintegrate, and they're ready for the next person. But
Cool.
yeah, you did better than Aja the first time. It's not necessarily the entirety.
The crowd had no reason to worry. I had no
They're
reason to
very
worry about the
hyped.
crowd. Oh.
You shoot, and unfortunately, this one goes wide, does not hit the target. People are kind of confused.
I'm gonna use this. Spend a key point.
Okay.
Nice.
How many key points do you want to spend?
All of them.
I mean,
Well, there's still like
You-
one-on-one combat, so like,
you don't have to tell me like the AC for this, but was I, when you say I go wide, was I not even close?
He was
Or
very close.
then I'm just gonna spend a key point.
So you get an extra 2, and the shot looks like it's gonna go wide, but just barely manages to hit the very edge. So you did hit the target, but it's not as impressive as your first shot.
Oh, that's all right. I got my one moment of glory. Now this one, I'm just gonna aim at the floor. I'm just
Literally.
kidding. I'm not actually.
Now I have a question: is it actually your hands, or is it your spectral hand? Disadvantage.
I mean-
one more time.
My arms look a little ephemeral, but I only have two arms at this point.
This is with
You have to roll again.
disadvantage because you're shooting
Yes.
long shot.
Oh, the farthest one. Oh, still not bad.
Ah,
Alright. So you do manage to go, and
He doesn't have the keys to victory this time.
He does, but he doesn't want to use them.
Amanda, the groan.
You manage to hit the target. It's not as terrible as the previous one, but you still get like in the black rather than in the white.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. So you give the bow back, head back to the
I can remove it from my inventory now.
yes. And next person that is announced.
Next up is Sheila, or sorry, coming from None Your Business, representing Tits Sheila.
Oh boy, she's very excited. She bounces around, waves at everybody. She's just very excited. She takes the bow, and there's this thing I can do it's a cantrip called True Strike, and I can put my finger at a target, and then the next time on my second attack on that thing, I get an advantage. Can I try that?
Nobody. You could just do it. You don't have to ask.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, all right.
So you put it towards a target, and then your second attack.
Well, I'll just read it. It says you point a finger at a target in range, and I actually have an actual target, and your magic grants you a brief insight into your target's defenses. I don't know if this could help you.
It says on your next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll against the target,
Okay.
provided that the spell hasn't ended.
So,
So it wouldn't be on the 60, but it would be on the 90.
right,
if I
No.
understand
let's try
right.
that.
No, it would be on
That's
the
what I
60?
thought.
No, so you can do whatever one you want. You can only pick one target. But you can use this. When you use it, I'll say that your character kind of like takes a deep breath and
Okay.
focuses. So you take a little longer to take that shot, but yeah, you can do that on one of your targets.
So
All right.
maybe do it on the farthest one.
All right. So I get 3 shots. Is that right?
Yep, one shot
All right.
first.
Okay. I'll take my first one, and then I'll do my little leggy finger thing, and then when I do my final one, get maybe help on that. All right, here we go. I hope I don't have advantage already clicked. I don't even see that.
You're fine.
here.
No, just go ahead and roll. It's just doing it
Okay.
automatically.
Oh, I see. All right. Here we go. Oh my goodness, I clicked it. It didn't do it. Did I put it in the wrong spot?
Are you
Maybe I need to
clicking
take
it
it
on
off.
your attack page? Your weapons area?
Well, I pulled it over from the compendium, but it didn't put it in. Didn't
Don't
put
click it
it-
on your inventory. Click it on your attack.
Yeah, you
I
click it on
missed
the
Okay, here we
attack
go. I clicked it in the wrong spot. Did it go?
Yes.
Yep.
So the first shot
All right.
goes short.
Sorry.
It doesn't quite reach the target. It just pips in the sand right below target. People kind of like have expected a lot from the tits right now, so they're disappointed in these shots. The next one goes. It's also short, so it doesn't quite reach the target. People are starting to like get
Oh,
a little
my goodness.
annoyed, start to hear some jeering and hissing. But make
Alright,
your
Now I
final
can try
shot.
and fire one? Okay.
Okay. So this is with disadvantage, so it's that 9.
But she uses her.
Oh, she uses
True
the true
strike.
strike. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, you take a moment to really focus, and you manage to hit a shot almost as good as Aja's. It doesn't quite
Great.
reach the very center, but it does hit the yellow.
Okay. But I got it. +3 though. Okay, good. Great. Yay! I hit it. I'm not an archer. Yeah, I did my best.
So you head back. Next person.
All the way from Vaymarsh, representing Tits, Ashe.
Woo!
Yay! Woohoo!
Oh, tits! Oh, Ashe!
Like kind of shyly, and takes the bow and cast bless on herself, because that's the only thing that I got.
Okay.
And aims for the first one. Let's see. These ones are normal, right? The first two?
Yes.
Okay. So
All right. So
20.
that one.
7, that's a 30.
Yeah, that one strikes very similarly to one of Aja's rules. Like, really close to the center, in the yellow, not quite exact. And the crowd is renewed with their cheers, seeing such a beautiful display.
Ashe seems a little surprised, but then takes it. And
Whoa!
So the second one, the 90 shot, you are like nervous, but you don't let the nerves get to you. And from a distance of 90 feet, you get a bullseye directly in the center. The crowd goes crazy. They are really excited to see tits in the future. And more
wanna see
tits, more of the tits they're seeing now.
More of tits, please.
So yeah, you get you have done really well. The third one is with disadvantage.
the third one.
You mean the target has disadvantage? Oh, never mind.
Okay. So that's a 13. All right. So you shoot again. You manage to make it to the target, but you just barely hit between like the black and white. People are, though it wasn't as good as a shot before, people are still kind of hyped up from your perfect shot.
Ashe hands the bow back and goes to hide behind metal skin.
Okay. Next up.
all the way from Finland, representing Tits, Loki.
Loki! Yay! Woohoo! It's his birthday!
I step up and I make my cloak billow.
That's a billowing cloak. Nice cloak, says everybody.
Everyone's
And
just.
I let go with my first shot. Wait, why didn't it go?
You might be clicking on your inventory instead of in the weapons list. Well, you'd know.
Oh,
Did you-
that's what I did. That's what I did. Yeah.
Did you add? So you
There
want
we
to
are.
add a
Oh,
short bow?
it's gotta be a short bow.
Oh, it's got to be a short bow.
Yeah, it's the short bow they provide.
I don't have a short bow.
Oh,
Just to
okay, so you
add it.
have to get one from the
So does it
compendium, but-
matter what?
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
use the same
shit.
bow we're using.
It was a good roll. God damn it.
Althea used her oath bow for every roll.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I
it
used
was
a
oath
short bow.
No, you didn't. You used oath bow.
I used oath bow.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
But the roll. You rolled a 19. Plus your
I
dex.
gotta
plus your
go
proficiency.
into the
And you are
compendium.
proficient in bows, so yeah, that's fine. Just use your longbow.
And oh, I can just go ahead and use the longbow.
Yeah, you got a 29.
Cool. That seems good.
Sorry I chastised you for using a longbow when I clearly saw that the oath bow was used.
I clearly did not. I swear to God, I was clicking on the short bow.
All right. So the first, the crowd is still kind of with us.
No, they love it. They love that really well. It's not a perfect bullseye, but it's really good. It's in the yellow.
On to the second target. Yay!
Repeat performance.
Nice.
Your billowing cloak billows harder as you hit the second one in the yellow.
Okay. Going for the third one, and I'm just gonna click it twice to do the disadvantage.
That's fair.
Oh!
Equally.
Equally
So
bad.
At the ground.
so
He missed the ground.
you managed to get it, just hit the white, very close to missing, but almost miss. You barely are able to make it, but people like the billowing cloak, so got it.
All right.
All right. Stop.
From the ice rim, representing Tits, Cahoon.
Woo!
Bless you.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I really do have to go. I don't mind if you guys continue, though it would be appreciated if you at least save the one-on-one for the beginning of next session, at least mine. But
Yes.
otherwise, it's been fun.
Yeah.
All right, see you next time.
See ya. Thank you.
Au revoir.
Night.
I'm sure this will be.
Okie dokie. I mean, do I give myself anything? I don't know. I don't think so. I guess I could also give myself bless. Would bless only count for one of them?
Yes. Or no, less gives for all three
Okay.
because it
Then,
lasts long.
Then I would do bless, but first I'm gonna walk over to the. How big is the elf with that is handing me the bow?
Wait, could I have blessed more than one of us?
No, just
It
yourself.
wouldn't have lasted long enough.
Okay,
It only
I
lasts. a
didn't
minute.
think so.
She is like pretty close to 6 foot.
But I'll walk over and I'm holding my mace and my shield, and I will gently set down my shield, or I will drop the mace, like the top end down where it's standing up, and then rest the shield against it, and then say like, hold on, and then like kind of lean back a little bit, so my and then pull the sword out of my pants again, and set it next to there, and then reach over to grab the twig that she is offering in my giant hands.
Yeah, it's small.
And I will like try to like practice plucking the wire with my giant fingers, and then touch myself and cast bless after taking the arrows and aim. And whoops. Oh wait, that's the damage. My bad. There.
Okay. So that's 24. You managed to get it like right between the yellow and the red. People are pretty excited. They seem to enjoy tits.
You know,
And then
As they should.
compose myself, wipe the slight grin from my face, and into the second one.
Solid.
Nice.
25. So you, the same, very close. You get a little bit closer to the center on the shot, the 90.
And then take the last tiny arrow, put it on the tiny bow, and fire a tiny shot.
It just manages to hit the white. It doesn't miss, but it's not as impressive as previous rolls. It's
Got my accoutrements. Head back over to the group.
okay. So everyone is super happy, excited about all the events that happen.
yay! I did my best,
I was there.
and I was also there.
Okay, so you watch as more people come in and do their shots. I will say that one person, you saw the small person that was floating, wearing like lighter armor, very small, probably like 1 to 2 feet tall, but hovering in air, flying with like the wings. You saw her come out, and the bow was pretty much bigger than herself, so she was having a really hard time doing it. But even though with some difficulty, she got a bullseye on the first and the last shot. So that is the other best shot that you have to compete with. I'll tally scores, and you'll find out at the end of the tournament, I guess later on, when you are doing the labyrinth, how well you did. But yeah, that is the highlight. This person, their name was Funny Bite, and she was the ones from Neverwinter, part of the Harpers.
Oh.
So that one did really well as well. But
Ashe claps for everyone that looks like they're doing good.
Sure.
So you don't clap for the ones that don't look like they're doing good?
Well, no,
Yeah,
like
fucking
I just,
losers.
Okay.
It's okay.
She claps for the other people.
Okay.
We don't reward mediocrity. We give out disappointment stars. The little sad stars.
Those are sad faces.
The frowny face, yeah.
The poison sticker.
Yeah, instead of saying,
Mr. Yuck.
instead of saying like
Yeah.
you tried,
Yeah,
it's
Mr.
like
Yuck.
they say, how about you try harder next time, okay?
This is why your dad doesn't love you.
Yeah. This is why you still can't
Wow.
find cigarettes.
It says, is your dad back from buying cigarettes yet?
I bet not.
Not after this performance.
He saw that.
He was in the crowd, and he left.
He was about to knock on the door, and then he heard shit, and then he left.
Okay, so after the final champion has fired their shots, the targets and the shot arrows disintegrate into nothingness. The ranger retrieves the short bow from the last archer and turns towards the center, where the announcer and his assistants return for the unveiling of the next event. He again grows large and hovers several feet above the ground.
That was such a spectacular show of sharpshooting. Let's hope their aim is as good at a distance as it is up close and personal. The next event will give them a chance to really hit hard as they square off mono on mono, magic v magic, blade to blade, or a mix of all the ones. In this 1v1 combat!
The crowd goes wild as the first two contestants are ushered into the arena. The announcement group walks out to give enough space for these two in a fair fight. And that's where we will end it.
Oh boy, 1 versus 1.
I can imagine the dude like being the announcer, the MC. Like he's got all the confidence, and he makes like one stutter, and then he's fucking done for the rest of the time because he's second guessing himself and like, oh shit, everyone heard me.
Everyone. I think the next town over heard me.
No one.
That is the start of the tournament.
Oh
It was
boy.
interesting.
Are they gonna post standings so we kind of know where we're at?
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
But I will have to tally up scores. I pre-rolled all the NPCs together so that I didn't have to do it like in-game session.
Dang, and one of them like had 2 crits.
Yep,
Dang.
even with disadvantage
Ooh.
on the last one.
Well, so it was like
Double crit?
Yeah, so the first one was a crit. The second one was, it was okay. It wasn't great. And then the third one at disadvantage, it was 2 crits.
Oh my god.
So
Weird
yeah.
flex. Damn.
Freaking obliterated the target.
Weird flex, but okay.
And the one I rolled was the person is a fairy. So they're like small and flighty, but they managed to do it.
Just like Tinkerbell, like put a feet on one on the bow, and then they had her hands on the string, trying to pull it back.
Yeah, it's essentially a
Strong.
crossbow.
Hey.
Yeah, she asks someone to like hold the bow while she pulls the string.
It's more of a bow flex, as it were.
Mm.